Okay, everyone. So this is the next video, and this video is going to review the purpose section. So the purpose statement is pivotal for for your readers because it informs them of the direction your research is taking. You are not required to include quotation marks when you write this section. As I mentioned before, you're going to focus mostly on the highlighted text and you're going to ignore the quotation marks. So you're going to copy this word for word. The purpose of this study is to, and then you're going to select one of these terms: explore, better understand, contribute to existing theory, discover new information, make policy recommendations about your particular topic, and then explain why you made this decision. Okay. Just to sort of recap, what these specific choices mean in relationship to your work and what your reader will expect from you in terms of how you're going to present your information. Okay. As I mentioned before in class, if you elect to use the word explore, what it means is that you don't, in terms of the researcher, that you don't necessarily have all the necessary understanding about your particular topic. Like, what are the issues, what are the debates, empirical arguments, um, and how the general discussion of that particular topic is going. Okay, so you could say that you're conducting an exploratory study, and there's nothing wrong with that because many researchers begin much larger research projects by doing an exploratory study. Okay, now hopefully that makes sense. And the next one I'm going to review now is better understand. So if you select better understand, what it means for your reader is that you're telling them that you have a basic understanding of what some of the issues are, what are some of the theoretical concerns and empirical concerns about your particular topic, but you still are not 100% sure or certain about certain issues about your particular topic. So you want to make or take the effort and take the time to be able to understand all those issues in a much broader and fuller context. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And then the next one is contribute to existing theory. So if you select this particular one, what you're letting your reader know is that based on your sources that you have collected for your project, you notice that they're not necessarily talking about something that you're interested in terms of your subject matter. So you want to sort of add your understanding to that debate. And the example that I gave was when I wrote my dissertation and I defended it. I explained how crucial it is to incorporate spatial understanding into more traditional sociological explanations and theory development. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And then the next one I'm going to go over is discover new information. So if you do elect to say discover new information, what you're letting the reader know as well is that, again, based on your understanding of your sources, you notice that's something that you're considering is not necessarily represented in their writing. So you want to provide new information about that topic. All right. Because selecting either contribute to existing theory or discover new information, what you're letting your reader know is that you have a really strong understanding of your sources and you know their weaknesses as well as their strengths. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I stress that. Okay. And if you do decide to do either of these two, that's what I'm going to be looking for as well in your writing. Okay. Now, the last uh, um, selection that you have for this particular section is make policy recommendations. And this is in case, just in case that you wanted to help ameliorate or improve the situation based on your particular topic. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. And now I'm going to show you my example. So here's the purpose, and this is what I wrote. The purpose of this study is to aid in better understanding of how globalization facilitates human trafficking. To understand connectivity is the only means to understand how human trafficking is a global phenomenon. To gain a better understanding of how widespread human trafficking has touched almost every part of the world, as well as local issues, or sorry, should be local communities. Human trafficking is a global phenomenon because of the ease of world travel. A person to travel around the world in the 1900s would have taken weeks to months because of the limited forms of travel like shipping, train, horse, and carriage. In today's world, a person may travel the world's circumference within 48 hours. Sorry about that. Within 48 hours. Okay, so you notice how explaining based on my selection of better understand of how my particular study is going to address the issue of connectivity in relationship to globalization as well as human trafficking. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'm going to stop the video now and then I'm going to continue with the research questions.